So they done Bulldogs with another video. And tonight we are gonna be doing a reaction to the brand new SML Universe video. SML Universe. Who did that more? Rose. Who did that more? Marvin versus Rose. Let's see and find out what this will be about.
Donnie Tevelin joined.
Welcome in, Donnie Tevelin, welcome in. So before we get into it, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, tell us what you want us to react next. Let's see and find out what this video will be about. Alexa, stop. So, 3, 2, 1, let's get into the reaction now, let's go.
From screaming to even straight up abuse.
I mean, that's doing okay.
The hammer down! Marvin and Rose's relationship is one of, if not the most dysfunctional relationship in SML. But who's really worse? To help find out, we're gonna go through all the times they've cheated on each other to find out which one of them have cheated the most. And we're gonna dive right into it, with Marvin becoming a sex worker and an adult film star in the video Magic Marvin. And in this video, Marvin needs money for Christmas presents, so he decides to try a bunch of jobs. But we all know that Marvin's only skill is sitting on the couch and watching TV, so he decides to be a part of the adult entertainment industry. And this is where this video goes off the rails, because in his first adult scene, which is supposed to be with Tyrone, and Brooklyn Guy's mom, for some reason, after learning the cast he's gonna film it with, Steve tells Marvin that he's
getting pissed on.
Literally gonna be pissed on.
Exactly.
Why would I need to put on a raincoat and grab a camera?
Well, because you're gonna get pissed on!
So he says hell no, and he decides to get another job. Well, luckily, there's another job opening. To be a stripper. My man...
Yeah. That's true. We all know Marvin would do anything for money.
Is allergic to effort. He takes up the offer and gets juiced on steroids for his first...
That's true.
Client, Mrs. Huckerdew. Now, Mrs. Huckerdew and Marvin have had an interesting relationship in the past, to say the least, with Mrs. Huckerdew constantly wanting to get with him, and Marvin declining to maintain his, quote, relationship.
Made out with self-pee instead. Thanks to Marvin.
With Rose.
Shut up and kiss me, you fool! Marvin, come back!
But that faithfulness goes out the window in this video, when he gives Mrs. Huckerdew a dance, if you know what I mean.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah. You like this?
Yes, this is great.
So in the end, Marvin does get his money, but he also gets the first point on the board. You may be
Yeah, that's true.
wondering, why is this middle-aged married father giving lap dances and grinding on other women? And he's kind of just doing it nonchalantly. People may think it's just for the money, but I think there's some lore lying beneath the surface in this situation. So let's investigate and go all the way back to the beginning of Marvin and Rose's relationship and go in chronological order over every instance of them cheating on each other to find out what kind of past trauma they have. And let's start off with a bang, nearly a decade ago in Mario's Valentine's Day problem. Back in 2016, Rosalina was sweet, innocent, and actually liked by fans. Hard to believe, right? She was too busy thinking about stars to even think of cheating, so it was a huge shock when Mario cheated on her just 4 months into their relationship, on their first Valentine's Day. And guess what? With his toxic ex-wife Peach, the same one who dumped him for
Yeah. Toxic ass fucking relationship.
being bald. In this video, Rosalina is super grateful for Mario's Valentine's Day gifts, until Peach shows up and asks Mario to be her Valentine. Instead of saying no, Mario hides Rosalina in a closet and gives all of her gifts to Peach. Peach is super ungrateful, of course, and Mario eventually kicks her out. Sure, this video ends off on a good note, but Mario never tells Rosalina what really happened. So another point for Mario emotionally cheating. Now, I bet you guys are shocked that Marvin has most of the points so far for cheating, but we're about to see when Rose really started becoming Rose. In SML movie Jeffy's Brain, after Jeffy sneezes his brain out, he cycles through new personalities, and even turns into a French guy, which sounds like his dad Jacques-Pierre Francois.
Bonjour, je m'appelle
Jean-Pierre Francois.
Ooh, I like his voice, Mario. It's dreamy.
For some reason, Rosalina weirdly starts flirting with him, her own adopted son. And to make it even worse, it's revealed that Jeffy was just faking the voice.
Wait, you were just speaking French, Jeffy? Yeah, I learned it from my daddy.
Meaning that Rosalina was crushing on 12-year-old Jeffy. This moment shows a recurring flaw we're about to see in Rose's character.
I mean, I just don't know
She will
what that's true. But okay.
just instantly flirt with anyone she finds attractive, no matter how messed up the situation is or how loyal she's supposed to be to Marvin. 1 point to Rose. We
Wow,
are
come
far
in.
gone from
Wow,
the
come
honeymoon
in.
phase in 2016.
Influencers aren't new.
Don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years.
In 1974, the original.
We are far gone from the honeymoon phase in 2016, and at this point in time, Rosalina is consistently labeled the worst character by fans. And this brings us to our next example of cheating. In SML movie Shrek's Coma, this video's plot is about Shrek eating absurd amounts of cheesecake to the point where he literally, well, as the title implies, gets into a coma. Dr. Brooklyn Guy suggests putting his brain into another person's body to revive him. That person being Atso, one of Junior's class friends who is also conveniently in a coma. Once Rosalina sees the new Shrek, she cannot contain herself and instantly starts flirting with him.
Aren't you gonna introduce me to your new friend?
You've met Shrek before.
Not like this.
She is 100% about to act up, but eventually Mario catches on to this and argues with Rosalina. She gets really upset and straight up dumps Mario to be with Shrek. Despite them getting back together in the end, I can't imagine what Mario must have been feeling. Not just because his girlfriend left him, but the fact he left him for this thing. Keep in mind that the first time we see Atso, he was in Junior's class, meaning that he is only 7 years old. Man, if Edie...
And we never seen him again. They said when they bring him back. But okay. Lekker.
He ended up joining SML, he would be the perfect fit for Rose. Give her another point. But Mario and Rosalina's relationship problems seem to continue in SML movie Jeffy's Eggs. In this video, Mario forgets to buy Jeffy Easter eggs, so he has a massive crash out.
Jeffy, stop crying. You're acting ridiculous.
Mario says that he'll get Jeffy the Easter eggs.
Well,
After
come
Jeffy
in.
and Rosalina start aggressively licking him for some reason.
Stop licking me. I'll go get eggs. Stop.
Okay. After searching high and low, he comes back empty-handed, until Rosalina gives him the amazing idea to call a chicken, which somehow actually works. And the chicken says he'll give Mario the eggs if he can go on a date with Rosalina. Before Mario even has the chance to say anything, Rosalina excitedly accepts. Mario lets them go on their dinner date, and only a dinner date. But when they get back, it's clear they did a lot more than going out to dinner.
Whoa, Mario.
Did you have fun on your date?
Yeah, she answered the age-old question. What came first, the chicken or your wife?
So Rosalina has cheated on Mario so far with, let's see, a 12-year-old, a 7-year-old, and a chicken. Somebody call the cops right now and give her another point. This video shows how Rosalina is willing to disregard her own relationship to satisfy...
There's no surprise here. But okay. I mean, we honestly knew Rose was the biggest one. We seen all those episodes, so yeah. Well, can't get out of this one, Rose.
Fire sick desires. Like, how can we go from this sweet, kind and loving Rosalina to someone you'd see on Catch a Predator? But the cheating just never stops. Because
Well,
we
come
see
in.
even more of it in SML movie Goodman's Baby. And in this video, Goodman asks Mario to raise his baby, Benjamin. Because Goodman doesn't want to pay child support or be an actual father. Mario doesn't want to, as he's already taking care of Jeffy, and let's be honest, he's pretty much babysitting Rose at this point, seeing how much she's devolved maturity-wise. But after Goodman gives him an offer he can't refuse,
How about I just pay off your house for you, Mario?
Okay, fine.
Mario takes the baby. This baby isn't just an ordinary baby, however, because it can talk, and not only that, he sounds and acts just like Goodman, cussing,
Yeah, but he never really paid off his house. He might have just paid off his house in that episode, but he always comes back for more house payments. But yeah, that is because he cares about money. And we do like seeing him on episodes. Okay, let go. Let go.
I want my f***ing bottle. I'm hungry.
Flexing,
Yes. So good on my baby skin.
the whole package.
Aw, look at the cute baby.
And look at your titties.
To which Mario scolds him, but shockingly, Mario actually asks her to pull them down as well, only less aggressive compared to Benjamin.
I mean, unless you wanted it. I mean, they're very nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yeah, a married guy asking for that and saying they're nice is a crazy thing to do, and definitely counts as cheating. Another point for Mario. Although some may argue it's not a big deal, this event perfectly represents the conflict within Mario. He understands that he's literally getting nothing out of the relationship with Rosalina, but he's too scared to express his true feelings to anyone. Goodman's baby points out exactly how this is.
You miss every shot you don't take. And I was trying to shoot my shot. I'm Steph fucking Curry from half court. Who are you? J.R. fucking Smith.
Even as we move on to the new channel, where we switch to the puppets now, Marvin and Rose are still a terrible couple. Probably even worse than they were before, which is perfectly shown in
Yeah. That's kinda true.
our next cheating incident.
I
In the
mean, it
video,
is.
Goodman's Apple Vision Pro. So Goodman leaves his Apple Vision Pro with Marvin and Rose, telling them not to touch it. But this is a Goodman video, so obviously they play with it. When Marvin puts on the headset, he suddenly is on the moon, and Rose looks a lot different. He asks her to pull her shirt up, and yeah, you can see it for yourself.
I'm on the moon.
Really, Marvin? Am I on the moon too?
Yeah, you are.
Whoa, that's so cool! Wait, how do we breathe out here?
I have no idea, but you're such a sexy astronaut.
Aw, thanks, Marvin.
Can you please just do me a favor? Can you...
Yeah. She's not sexy just by herself. According to you. You have to imagine her as something else. But okay. Well, typical Marvin.
Take your shirt off.
What?
Just take your shirt off on the moon. I want to see what it looks like.
Okay, Marvin.
Now,
I started to feel like things were really bleak. I couldn't get myself to do a thing.
I was so angry.
Okay.
some people wouldn't consider this cheating, as that girl is technically Rose. But come on, she looks like a completely different person. In fact, she just looks like one of Mr. Goodman's friends, Starlight.
My name is Starlight. We met last night.
And Marvin, looking at her, assets, should definitely be considered
I mean, that's kinda true, okay. That is true.
cheating. But this isn't the end of her story, however, as Rose eventually puts on the headset and Marvin turns into human Ken. She asks Marvin to pull his shorts down, and yeah, she is fiending for human Ken.
Marvin, take your shorts off.
Why do you want me to take my shorts off?
I just want to see you naked on a beach, Marvin.
Okay, I'll do it for you.
Huge.
What's huge?
The hugest palm tree I've ever seen with the hairiest coconuts.
At this point, they pretty much have zero attraction for each other. Long gone is the nice couple of Mario and Rosalina in 2016. They should just get a divorce at this point. One
Yeah.
point for both of them. Our next example of cheating happened less than a year later in the video Brooklyn Guy's tax fraud. In this video, the IRS accidentally sent Brooklyn Guy $200,000, which sends him over the moon.
It's not every day the IRS accidentally sends you $200,000 and you keep it instead of giving it back so you can spend it all on Applebee's.
Yes, you told me that several times already.
He buys expensive food, gets clothes, and also goes to the strip club with Marvin. Now, Marvin, being the good husband, he doesn't actually want to do anything at the strip club. But Brooklyn Guy offers one of the dancers to get an Eiffel Tower with him and Marvin. Marvin declines, and they just go to Paris to see the actual Eiffel Tower instead. Well, that's what you would think, until Brooklyn Guy says this.
Yeah, it's nice. That actually looks pretty much exactly like what we did to that stripper for $10.
This is surprisingly the first time where one of them
Uh-huh. Okay.
have clear-cut cheated on each other. You can make
Yeah, that's true.
some excuses with the others and argue, well, it's just flirting. But this is the most blatant example of cheating we've seen so far.
Yeah.
And that's not it, because they go back to the hotel and do it again.
Actually, I say we go back to the hotel and pay her another $10 to do it again.
So that's another point for Marvin. It's odd Marvin cheats this much, because seeing all the hate towards Rose, you'd be inclined to believe that she's the one who's cheating more compared to Marvin. However, I believe that most of the backlash she gets is from the other terrible things she's done, like constantly taking Jeffy's side, and kind of just taunting her ex-boyfriends in front of Marvin, which isn't technically cheating. One of the main things she does a lot is falsely accusing Marvin of cheating, and we see this in videos like Goodman's wife, Jeffy's online
Honestly, someone needs to take Duffy's side. All you Duffy haters. Don't think so, but nice people do. Look.
school, Jeffy's cell phone, Goodman's revenge, Jeffy's gamer girl problem. You get the idea. But you may ask, why does Marvin just take all this and not fight back at all? My theory is that Marvin's fed up with all of this, to the point where he doesn't value the relationship at all, and that's why he cheats so much. But the next example of cheating from none other than Rose herself is in the episode Jeffy Bites His Tongue, which was released only a few months ago to the previous video we talked about. I swear, recently Marvin and Rose have just been constantly cheating on each other. Anyways, in this video, Jeffy tries to bite his popsicle, but accidentally bites his tongue in the process.
All right, everyone try to get a brain freeze. Bite your popsicles. Jeffy, what happened?
This video is your standard main character can't talk, so gets wacky shenanigans type plot. But in the beginning of this video, we see Rose on her phone taking pictures, and when Marvin confronts her about it, she says this.
What, baby, what are you doing?
I'm taking feed pics, Marvin.
Why?
So I can sell them online because you won't get a job.
Baby, no. You gotta take better angles than that.
What?
Because those won't sell.
Marvin!
I don't know if I should be disappointed that Rose is taking this career path, impressed that she didn't lie, or shocked that Marvin doesn't care. But to be honest, they've both cheated so many times.
Would I care about that with my girlfriend? Is that even a question? I would never let that happen. Oh,
Times that I can see how Marvin is just desensitized to all of this, especially
yeah, but the answer is no. You pretty much knew that, but okay.
the last few months. Well, anyways, another point for Rose. Well, now we're neck and neck, and you may think this might end in a draw, but recently, SML movie Jeffy's New Stepmom released, where we get our final example of cheating. This video starts with Marvin and Rose bickering about who gets the remote, but this isn't like any of their other arguments. Marvin goes in on Rose, causing her to go to her mom's house.
You knew where it was this whole time.
Marvin, if you're gonna keep talking to me that way, I'm gonna leave.
Well, then leave.
Okay, fine, I will.
Okay, fine. Yeah, get out of here.
Marvin starts to feel bad until Brooklyn guy comes and takes him to where else but the strip club. Marvin eventually gets super drunk and brings one of the strippers home with him.
Jeffy, we gotta take new mommy home.
It becomes very clear what his intentions are, but Jeffy keeps interrupting them whenever something spicy is about to happen.
Or do you think new mommy wants to hear my sick-ass beat I made? No, Snoopy wants...
It's crazy that Jeffy, who started out as one of the main reasons for Marvin and Rose's relationship to crumble, is now unintentionally the one that's stopping Marvin from cheating and plummeting their relationship further. They eventually get under the blankets, and just as something's about to happen, Rose comes back and Marvin sneakily gets the stripper out of the house. So the final point goes to Marvin. But what makes this really messed up is the fact that Marvin got in bed with the stripper. But that stripper...
That's true.
His name is Sunflower, the same name as his brother Lewis's wife.
So how's your wife doing?
Oh, Princess Daisy! Princess Sunflower is doing great.
Yeah. Also, looks kinda like Marvin with that bald spot. And his similar body, but not the same. Similar. Okay.
which is totally insane if true. Shout out to GeoPhantom479 for pointing this out. Isn't Sunflower Lewis's wife? According to the Marvin's brother video, Lewis stated that he had a wife named Sunflower. So let's see the results. Rose has cheated 5 times, with Shrek, Jeffy, a chicken, Human Ken, and has posted feet pics on her OF. And Marvin has cheated 6 times, with Peach, a VR stripper, a random girl from the street, a stripper, Miss Huckerdoo, and his brother's wife, meaning that Marvin barely cheated the most. I swear, Marvin may have more cheating scandals than Logan himself. It's kind of crazy that Marvin has cheated more than Rose. Like, I swear, I would have thought it was Rose, but I guess not. If that surprised you, or I missed anything, subscribe.
I mean, they both, it's not really a surprise, but okay. Anyway, if you like the reaction, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, tell us what you want us to react to next. Stay down below those, and we will see you in the next video. And we're out.